What's going on, everybody? Julian here, Jay Lewis Trading, doing a recap of my day today. Got in front of this CLBS. Now, CLBS was one of a few stocks that I put out this morning that I was watching pre-market. I was talking to everybody in the chat room about it, and was also talking to everybody in the face group about it. And this was one of the few stocks that I had on my short list. There was another one that was just explosive, and CLBS was not a bad trade. It wasn't the greatest trade. It was pretty technical. I'm going to show you what I did through here. This thing gapped up, a little bit of consolidation right through here. Finally found a little bit of a leg up, put in that initial high, and then pulled back. I'm always looking for these pullbacks with this volume that's dropping down through here. So check. I like that. Now, the mistake I made was there was a nice reversal right through here at 386. I stalled out a little bit and actually ended up getting long at about 397. And so I was in this thing at 397. There was a nice ascending triangle pattern that printed right through here, and it squeezed, and then you can see that it absolutely punched. Now, my first target was way up at 477, and it was a little bit ambitious. So what I started to do is, as soon as it punched through and had a little bit of weakness through here, I decided to alter my first target and actually move into a break even. And then I thought to myself, you know what's better than break even is actually taking something out of this thing. So I moved my stop and adjusted it up to 430. So 430 was adjusted, and that's going to be right through this general area right through here. So you got that dark cloud covering. 430 is where I come in, and then it stops me out, but I'm up. So I'm up about 33 cents in this particular situation. Now, I was looking at this level right through here at 447, and then I thought to myself, you know what, maybe I'm out a little bit early. It has come back. It actually did come back and hold a relatively clean level. You can see that we've got those two real body highs right through there. It breaks out, pulls back, and I thought to myself, if it holds, it's a pretty strong level. If it bounces, I want to get in. And then, 447 was taken out, and this thing actually ended up rallying all the way up to 477. So you can see right through here that 40 was hit. I immediately moved my target up to 477, which was my first primary target, and it got hit. And so then I'm out of this thing. And so I captured two pretty decent sized trades on CLBS, and that was trade number one. Now, while I'm doing this, I've got all of my time, effort, and focus waiting on CLBS. On a separate screen, I'm watching OBLN. And here's the thing. OBLN absolutely crushed it today. But where I was watching it was right through here. It's what I refer to as a VWAP squeeze. It also squeezes the VWAP and puts in, again, a nice ascending triangle. And I actually completely missed this. When this thing broke and pulled back, I wasn't with the program, and I thought to myself, I'm going to let this thing go. It is what it is. It's a clean break. It's got a nice pullback. It's got the declining volume. It's got everything that I need to see and want to see in a trade. There's that declining action to the downside. The price action is dropping. There is the declining selling volume. All very bullish. It's holding a breakout point. It's a very clean trade, and I just passed on it. It generally happens with me, and I got to work on this, is that if I put in a lot of time and effort tracking one stock and then I get in it and I get a great trade, that actually takes quite a bit out of me. I can focus and compartmentalize trade from trade. I did get into a secondary trade on CLBS, and I took that one from 447 into 447 into 477. But when I get out of these trades, I'm a little bit worn out, because by the time I've actually gotten out of a trade, whether it's profitable or my stops have been hit, it's taken me about 2.5 to 3 hours to lead up to that situation. And so by the time 10:30 rolled around, the market was only open for an hour, but I was just dog tired from the two trades that I put on, and I thought to myself, I'm hitting 100% today, I'll leave it be. And it's not necessarily a bad thing to do. But what you'll notice with OBLN is this is one of my key patterns that I trade, and this thing just absolutely rocketed to the upside today. At one point, this thing was up well over 400% from yesterday's close. If you look at yesterday's close, At the peak of today, it was actually up 540%. Now, what I have noticed is over the last little while, we've been seeing a lot more momentum-based follow-through stocks intraday. And, the last couple weeks leading up to Christmas, through Christmas into the New Year's, and then even in the first couple weeks of this year, I was noticing a lot of shallow trading. And now over the last week and a half, I want to say, I've been seeing a lot of things following through. OBLN is one of them. Like, this is a great trade. And then over the last couple days, we've seen some other triple-digit gainers. So this was a nice play, OBLN. But guess what? I didn't get it. I wasn't with it. I was with CLBS, but I got 2 profitable hits on that. But I do know that some of our community members and Facebook followers were alerted to this, and they hit it and did well. This is something that I'll be talking about tomorrow night in Ask a Trader. It's also something that I'll be reviewing tonight in an exclusive webinar that I'm holding that is completely full. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Julian at JLewisTrading.com.